do something to get us in serious trouble.
What?
Warn everybody it's you on DJ Envy. Warn everybody. That shut us down so quick.
Right, YouTube won't even let that shit out.
Exactly. Let's just go. Bloop. You looking at the real? Bloop. Yeah.
What is up, y'all? It is the realest show in the DMV. It's Talk TV. Doing how it's supposed to be.
You know.
We got a special guest in here, Mindy Joe.
Yes, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
I know it has. It has. Feels great to be back. Great to be back.
The president ago since you've been here. Wow.
So what's new?
Yes.
First of all, you was here. Basically, what you do is you're a reporter, lobbyist.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So lately I've been back on my own. I'm a former freelancer for the DCVoice.com. But right now I'm back on my own, the Mindy Joe News Show. Yeah, and it's great. Feels great to be back where how I started. And just still doing my thing, making things happen.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what you think about the impeachment? What you think about the impeachment?
It's a bunch of bullcorn.
Bullcorn.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean bullcorn?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's a lot of bull. It is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what grounds do you really have to impeach the president?
You don't think
so he covered up a crime. He covered up basically something that he wasn't supposed to do. He put information on, like I said, the most highest classified things. Remember, political and national security are two different things, and he put all his conversations. Now, if he ain't got nothing to hide, then why cover it? That's like every crime.
Well, the transcripts are out. Mm-hmm. He released the transcripts, and I think
what we want to hear, right?
No, the transcripts were the conversation, and that was released to the American people. And if you are not into reading past 240 characters, then chances are you will not be willing to read the transcripts.
I would love to read it because,
Yeah, you have to. See, this is the thing. Right now, we are in an information age. Okay. So, therefore, with that, information is at your palm. It's at your disposal. This has never happened before in the history. So, while you have advantage to access
president getting impeached?
Well, no, I'm just saying as far as accessing information.
Basically, it's at
you have your smartphone, so you can research
and all kinds of information.
Yes,
whether it's true or false. I get what
you need to do that. You have to verify because people create memes. I mean, memes are taking over. So. People can create anything. We have bots. We have all these, different inventions of, false identification. Mm-hmm. So, and false information and misinformation.
Fake videos,
fake photos. We have all of that stuff. So, it's just right now, research, and read. If you have to be able to be willing to read past Twitter. Yeah,
I get it. You can't always. It's Twitter's not CNN.
Right.
It ain't BBC.
Well, and CNN is not. And CNN is not. CNN is
Is what? Wait. It ain't Fox.
But
CNN needs an update.
Like Fox, or no? Fox need a wake up call.
They need an update. Like a software update, like a software update. That's what they need, an update.
Getting paid by the military or,
Well, I don't know how they're getting paid, but however they're getting paid and whoever's paying them, they definitely need an update of what they're delivering.
But before we move on, you don't think he should be impeached?
No, he shouldn't. He needs to finish. No, Trump is fine. Trump is doing a wonderful job.
Using his office.
You know what? At the end of the day, he is doing a phenomenal job. A lot of people don't like it because they're not used of, a lot of people aren't used of someone operating the business like a business. Now, when you understand,
it is a business.
yes, okay. So when you understand the business at hand, then you know what time of day it is, and you know how to operate within that. Until that, all this political correctness needs to just, flush out with some real news.
So you want some Candace Owens?
No, I'm not, but I respect her.
What do you respect her for?
For her.
She is right on immigration.
I respect her for honestly having the courage to just speak. It does. Just to be able to speak.
It takes courage. It takes courage to go up there and say some shit and not know what you're talking about.
Well, hey, at the end of the day, a lot of people say a lot of things, and they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, but she went there with the "Make America Great Again"
Well,
thing.
Hey.
And T.I.
That's fine. But T.I. is, sometimes he's philosophical. Sometimes, at the end of the day, guess what? Those are confetti tabletop discussions, okay? They are not ready for any real deal conversation about Black America. So let's get real.
I think that's the problem.
Let's get real. We definitely have to get real.
Why is it that? Wait a minute. That's the problem, I think, with society nowadays, because certain people don't say a certain present it a certain way. It's not real America.
No.
People is what make America real. Not the people in the political
Okay,
office
so
all
you
the time.
you name me one show that you have seen on any major mainstream extraterrestrial outlet that really has a real conversation about Black America. Not this. I'm not talking about the same the recycled people that you see on every show all the time, the same rhetoric coming to the stage with the same recycled, washed up conversations.
Well, who says it's got to be the same recycle? Sometimes it is what it is. That's the thing.
You consume what you want to consume. And that's why, and right now we are in the information age, and you have the right to consume what you want. So, hey, if you want to consume something that, is recycled, and not recycled in the sense it's adding, it's helping and beneficial to the environment. Okay, I'm not saying that.
What has Trump, in your opinion, done to
Trump has done a lot. Trump has done a lot.
Give me, no.
He really has. You haven't.
Just give me two things.
First, housing. And housing, I would say that's first and foremost. And for the veterans, he has really done a great job for veterans.
Like what?
Veterans are now receiving their benefits. They're receiving their benefits. They're receiving.
They got laptops. Where they gonna plug
but as far as homelessness, see, this is what we have to really understand. First and foremost, we have so many people that understand how government operates and do not understand. Hold on. No. He is not responsible. How?
Who's running the party? Who's running everything? Who's in charge? It ain't the Democrats. It sure ain't.
Hold on. How does government operate?
We got checks and balances, of course.
Okay, all right. But so hold on. All right. So first and foremost, we have to understand that the president does not run the states. He does not. He does not have that authority. Who runs the state?
I'm just asking. I'm just making sure you know.
Oh, yeah, I do know. You have your governors, you have your mayors, you have your council people. Senators and all that. But your senator is still not responsible for that. Your senator doesn't even have, your governor has more authority than your senator has.
Yeah, damn governors.
Okay, so, and currently where we're at, our mayor, I don't know what she's doing, but anyway. But speaking, I told you. He said housing. Now, as far as this housing thing goes, okay, people need to really pay attention to what's going on. Now, you need to get into your local government. Okay, not the federal side.
Local, I give you
Okay,
that.
get on the local side of government currently and find out what is going on with these opportunity zones, what's going on with this housing, things like that. Because these programs are set up, they're designed to help those in low density areas, because that's the new terminology now. You have to get with it. So that's what these opportunity zones are supposed to service, the low density areas, and help, revitalize and things like that. Well, hopefully it does do that, but I don't know. But you have to get involved on a local level. Okay, everybody is going straight for the presidential level, which is great. It's great, but that's not how government operates. The president still has to listen to what Congress has to say, regardless. That's how it's set up. And when you learn how it's really set up and for it to function, how it's designed, then it's possible for a better outcome. But right now, everybody's so politically correct. Everyone knows how government functions. And if everyone knows how government functions, why is there any problems?
You said, why is there any problems?
Yeah, if everyone knows how government functions, it shouldn't be any issues. I'm just saying, if everyone can say the president, it's not always the president, though. Your governor has a lot of authority. No one, I have not heard anyone discuss their governor lately. I have not even heard anyone, besides this this petition for the 51st state. That's the last time I saw the mayor the mayor riding around, parading around and things like that. Okay. But other than that, I haven't seen any governors or things like that saying, how great their state is doing and things like that. Everyone is, Trump.
Everybody's blinded by Trump.
But Trump isn't your issue. Trump is not your issue. Like, what? Like, you really have to understand government.
Just so you know, the trolls gonna get you.
I don't care about the trolls. The trolls aren't. The thing is, the trolls.
Trolls gonna get you.
I don't care about trolls. I really don't. The trolls just have to understand what's going on. Yeah, and I'm entitled to it, and everyone's entitled to it. And until you really know, until you're really boots on the ground, you would never know. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about, since we're not on they don't got their boots on the ground.
Yeah, honest and true, unless you're in these congressional meetings, right? Unless you're in these hearings.
But what if you're in these DMs?
Oh goodness, that's even worse.
This is really a problem.
See, this is what I'm saying.
I want to move on with the show because this has to be addressed. People are spending their times.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like,
what is that?
This is someone that I came across, but I just want y'all to see the attention she gets. She has 15,000.
15 followers. 15K.
Mm-hmm.
And
what is that? What is she doing? I can't even see her. What is she doing?
So what?
You see, she.
Oh no!
Women, aren't you attracted to women like this?
I can't even see.
That's not right. I can't even comment.
I can. Yeah, slide that over here. I can't even see it.
But the comments are just. She has Mexican men, black men. Willie Harris, gorgeous. I really love you.
Well, hey, that's their taste. That's their taste.
That's what they.
Yeah, honestly, I've come to realize. We have to get out of this kind of structured thinking that everyone is descriptive of what people should look like in a relationship, and who should like who, and what they're attracted to, and things like that. I don't feel it needs to be, broadcast like that. But hey,
Yeah.
it's fine if
But
that's.
She is probably 45 years old.
Hey, and that's the new thing now.
Yeah.
And women are posting their
I gotta see
bodies.
that.
Yeah,
gotta
I
see
mean,
that. Hold on, dude.
at the end of the day,
Hold on,
that's
I can't-
that's the age of that's the
No. No. Oh no, that's the Little Mermaid on meth.
That's what people are into right now.
I mean,
That's
to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own.
But-
I can't
but
complain.
I'm good.
I'm
with
not
that
with
anymore.
it.
No,
I'm not with
thank
it. Yeah.
You. No, thank you.
But baby, please. She probably got kids. And this is, like you said, this is the information age. And
yeah, it
you
is.
don't know what exactly is going to be.
And you know what? And guess what? And in the information age, sex sells. Sex sells every second.
Of course, this is a narcissist age.
Yeah. Hey, this is a sex age. Narcissism. This is
a
a sex age. At the end, no. This is right now. This is the straight age of stimulation.
All types of stimulation.
This is the age of stimulation from left to right to up to down to robotic to
psychotic.
Whatever you want, you can get it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just be able to deal with it.
All types of sex you have.
I mean, and guess what? Rich sex isn't even an option anymore. You have
rich sex.
Rich sex.
I don't know. I mean, that's a song.
With money on the bed.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand it.
I don't either.
I don't understand.
I'm middle class sex. Middle class sex. I mean, that's the closest I can have.
Yeah, minimum wage.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm glad I'm not having any at all. So guess what? That's
table sex back then. Don't you talk to me about that. You can be whatever you want to be under the table, as long as you suck me off.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
He said I used to manipulate women back in the day. I would give them so much self-esteem.
Hype him up, gas him up.
That's not right. That's not right.
Gas him up before he deflates.
Yeah, but you know what? But I've always been like gangster, So
you've been like, you gonna do this to me, but you just
like, so I've always been like gangster with it.
Define it. You need to elaborate.
Like I always held my own.
So are you the dominant? You like to dominate?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You a sadist?
A what?
You like to get pain? Sadist?
Oh no.
That was a masochist.
No, masochist is someone who enjoys being
Oh no. I mean, I'm not into all that, but I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, I like to, but I mean, shit. If I need to know this is a man. Like, I need to be with the man. Like,
dominate you back.
Shit, I need to know this is a man. Like, yeah.
But that doesn't exist. If a real man wants a woman like you to be all
dominating.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying like.
How?
You know how seesaw you go up and down.
You can't be poor and
rich at the same time. Don't.
Well, no, I'm just saying I know how to balance it out, but at the same time, I just need to know I'm with a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
Yeah, like, and that's rare right now these days.
It's your fault.
That is. No, I mean, I can't. Hey, it's. Hey, guess what? At the end of the day,
you ruined it.
Everyone can everyone can accept some form of accountability for the actions that are going on right now because everyone is transitioning. And a lot of people. I mean, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, not y'all. Not y'all. Not everybody. Not everybody. Not everybody.
A lot. Like, let me tell you right this. If this is the earth right here, this hashtag is the only amount of people that ain't about it. Everybody else, the rest of that shit is all y'all.
Hey, at the end of the day, guess what?
All y'all did.
I tweeted this morning.
You tweeted what?
I says the vagina is the most original form there is.
Form?
I mean, the most original, like.
What, pure?
Pure? No, like just a form, like like life forms. No, like the vagina, because the vagina creates. This is where life is created. Like an origin. So the vagina is just the most original, form of existence, pretty much. I'm as. I mean, it does, but no, but I'm just saying, as far as, because a woman gives birth, she creates life. So I'm just saying, you do,
right,
but
I'm just saying, as what came first, chicken or the egg type
no,
shit
I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying, as far as the man, well, right now they're working in the lab for the man to create the uterus so he can bear the child.
I bet a woman thought about that shit.
Well, Ohio, don't quote me on this, but I believe in Ohio, Ohio State University, or somewhere like that, Ohio or Arkansas. Look that up for sure.
What?
Are working on that male uterus. But I'm just saying, as far as, you just have to, the power the vagina possesses. Not saying that the male, it's not.
I see a lot of men do weird shit for the vagina.
Yeah. So I'm just, definitely.
Wars have been fought over dick too.
Definitely.
And we do.
Religion has been transformed
have been torn
because of vagina. A lot is transformed.
Shit.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We got Mindy Joe in the house.
Yes.
AJ Turner, aka Buck Curry.
We have a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to be talking about for-profit schools. We got Chiefs of the Week, and we got cancel culture, and we're going to be talking about. We're going to get the last words when it comes to the Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh,
and I want to see what you got to say about that, Miss Lobby.
Oh my goodness.
But also we got DMV news. Y'all want to do DMV news first?
Yeah. We gotta get some Chuck Brown in here.
Hey, can you give our sponsors, please?
Yeah, shout out to Tina's Wings, y'all. Go ahead and check that out. What you need to do, she is a local caterer in the DMV area. She got all the new flavors. Oh man, she's like that, y'all. Go to Tina's Wings. Check her out. She has a page and she delivers, guys. And she can hook y'all up and do parties. Like, say if you have a party, just hit her up in advance. Yeah, she can do it. So shout out to our sponsor, Tina's Wings.
It's going to be game night. It's going to be fight night tomorrow with it's a boxing match, but also motherfucking it's football.
Get wings. And then do it on Sundays instead of going to a bar and wasting your money on some of this stuff. Why don't you call Tina to get them good wings, good stuff. Bring it to your crib and watch football.
All right, DMV news. All right, y'all won't believe what happened. Oh Lord,
I'm about to read it.
I wonder what's up with white people cutting off our hair.
Jealousy, man.
Emerging after an apparent bullying incident at Northern Virginia private school. Fairfax County police are investigating after a 12-year-old girl says 3 male classmates held her down and cut her hair on the playground. This reportedly happening at Emmanuel Christian School in Annandale. And Fox 5's Tisha Lewis joins us there live with this story. Tisha?
Marina, the incident, which is alarming to say the least, happened reportedly on the playground. Right there, you can see it behind us here at Emmanuel Christian School. We're told that at the time, one teacher, Marina, was supervising at least 30 5th and 6th graders. We're also told that there were no cameras pointed in the direction of this playground, so it'll be interesting to see how this investigation takes place. What we are told is that the victim was a 12-year-old African-American girl, and she says her 3 classmates jumped her. The 3 classmates are apparently Caucasian, and what she says happened next is terrifying to say the least.
3 boys came up to me, like they basically caged me in, sort of. And one of the boys put my hands behind my back, another one put their hands over my mouth so I couldn't scream or anything, and the other one kept cutting my hair. And they kept calling me names like ugly, and I shouldn't have been born. I don't deserve any.
They be abusing religion.
No, that's not that. That's just not that at all. Like I don't understand either. Like you're attacking a child, basically.
Well,
like,
they
Was it a bet or something?
No, I'm telling you, it's people. I don't know why people act. How many times have we said for the past 15 years Northern Virginia is racist as hell? They always say we got a diversity. I'm like, white people still control the panel of everything. Like just because it looks. I told you, Northern Virginia has that sophisticated racism. It looks good. Everybody works together. The white people be like, oh, hi, Stacy. You're doing a good job, Rebecca. You're doing a good job, Santos. Keep up the work, Salama. Good job. And then at the end of the day, they still tell the kids they still ain't better than y'all, though. Okay? Do whatever you want to do. It's just privilege. It's the privileged white kids that they learned this shit from their parents, most likely. They had to learn it from somewhere.
Doing anything with any. I mean, well, besides the weave industry, but I don't understand. I don't know if they're.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So other races have not been exploited about our bodies like any other place in the like.
It's still that Jimbo circus type of theatrical thing, you know.
No, this is right. This is Jimbo.
I mean, it's still that theatrical, display. Put the slave on display to exploit them, to dehumanize them, to make them feel.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah, that's still,
action should be taken. The godly way is to knock on that door and
you
whoop that ass.
I mean, godly way. You don't even see. That's the thing.
Hey,
we have to learn to stop using this religion as the basis and founding to justify any action. I mean, at the end of the day, I just think applying a little logic and common sense to things, and not the godly way, because what who's to say your God handles things right?
Hey, God did kill a bunch of people.
I mean, but we can't. At the end of the day, we can't all combine God together. Because I don't know what your God looks like. I don't know what your God looks like. You understand? So, them leaving it, handling it the godly way. We don't actually.
The kids didn't get suspended or anything.
Yeah, we don't.
Have they been even identified yet? I need to.
Well, I mean, see, that's.
They ain't gonna never let that happen.
And but at the end of the day, we should have something in place at the school to where we understand what's a good touch, what's a bad touch, and safe space.
No, but
when to not invade someone's personal space and touching them. See, that's the thing. We've come to all these sexual stimulation curriculums, but we have not put in place our boundaries.
Social cues,
we haven't put in place any boundaries where it's like, okay, it's not safe to, and it's not okay for you to do anything to my hair. It's not. Like, and honest and true, like, I don't like anybody touching my hair, and I don't like.
You ever had a white person touch your hair?
Yes, I have, and I give them a certain look. I don't even like certain guys to. No, I don't even like a guy to. Like, if I'm not in a relationship with you, don't touch my hair straight up. Like, because I don't know. No, because shit, people are, man.
You're not supposed
people
to.
are shit. People are something. They are dangerous. They are ruthless.
Somebody asked me to touch my hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are ruthless. Like why? Like how do you why is that a thing?
Because we are the most fascinated people on the planet.
Okay, at the end of the day, you want to touch somebody's hair, go touch a dang on dog's hair. If you want to touch somebody's hair, go touch go to the store, go get a wig, touch a wig's hair.
Well, I wonder what those kids did with that girl's hair. Poor
See,
child.
That's what I'm saying. And you don't know what they went and do with that girl's hair.
Poor child. AJ, what's the next story?
She can read that.
The next story, this is interesting. Yeah, they this was a lot of people wanted to know what was going on with this. The FBI busted a DC employee now accused of selling heroin and fentanyl outside his workplace.
Selling that work.
Wow. Oh, wow. Investigators say Daryl Pope was part of a drug ring that worked across D.C., Maryland, and Northern Virginia. Wow, he had the DMV on lock. Pope works
Had
for
all the
DC's
keys.
Department Consumer and Regulatory Affairs. Oh, and he was working for the business. So I mean, he had that production going. He understood. He understood how that operation. Oh my! But he got caught, so he wasn't that good. You know.
Somebody snitched. Now who's whistleblower for that?
Oh,
that needs we need to get
Takashi.
Everything.
I know this guy named Daryl Pope. He had a fentanyl.
He's selling that shit near the school where kids is at.
With the 9 tray. He's part of 9 tray.
He a blood too.
Pump of blood too.
Yep.
Investigators say he brought fentanyl with him to work and sold to undercover investigators multiple times outside the building in the waterfront neighborhood of Southwest. Goodness.
Shit.
On Tuesday, the FBI executed a search warrant at DCRA. Court documents show that for 6 months, the FBI and Prince William County police have been investigating a drug ring operating out of Woodbridge. Wow.
Jefferson Davis.
Jefferson Davis ain't gonna be called that soon. Thank God, they gonna change that shit. They gonna change it. But
They say Pope was part of that and was part of suspected drug transactions that happened in Virginia and Maryland, including at a Baskin-Robbins near where Pope lives in Clinton, Maryland. Dang, he even had the ice cream. Mr. Ice Cream Man.
He said, I got that ice cream. I got vanilla. I got vanilla.
He had everything. Wow.
My man had vanilla and a pineapple. Woo!
How many flavors Baskin-Robbins?
31. That man had 31 bricks. Damn.
Pope was arrested Tuesday at work. Wow. Oh, that's that's unfortunate.
Hey,
yeah.
But you want to know what they said? The other couple was like, you got 30 bricks right there? Who set you up, Pope? Yeah, who set you up, Trump? Yep.
No.
We back in the game, baby. I pay him off, he back.
Court documents say he had 30 grams of fentanyl on him and that they found an ounce of fentanyl and 3 guns at his home in Clinton. A neighbor who didn't want to be identified said she was stunned by Pope's arrest.
A white person.
Oh, wow. I'm sure she was stunned by that. Everyone was. Pope's wife, Lori, also worked at DCRA. She was named in the court documents but not charged. DC officials say she's now on leave from her job. A man named Ronald Gorham was also arrested.
Yeah, I'm Googling him. They got Ron. They got Iron Ron, man. They got him, man. They got Ron.
Damn.
They got Ron.
Iron Man had a government job.
See, that's what I'm saying. And then he put his wife, and then he that's the part. I mean, hey.
She just saved herself.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. You don't know. You're honest and true. You do have some people that respect their families. And some family members wouldn't know what they are.
He always had to go to Baskin-Robbins.
Right, she knows what's up.
But I mean, working in DC government, shit, you would never know because guess what? All those,
I'm here to tell you,
they got
Gotham City.
It goes down, and guess what? She probably was like, her husband was, probably a real popular guy, and was out all the time. So she probably didn't put 2 and 2 together.
She told me, she said, "All right, you do this, you on your own." She said, "You get caught."
I don't know, but she didn't take a leave of work, so
She's trying to take a leave. She's trying to take a leave out of the country. Shit.
All right, damn. All right, man. All right, Pope, man. Keep your head up.
All right, keep your head up, Pope.
The streets is dry right now.
Yeah, right. We need them bricks, yo. The crime rate about to go up in DC in a second. Yo, it's about to become hot summer, October out this joint. It's gonna be hot gun summer, not hot girl. Yo,
hey,
watch your back, y'all. Like you said, the bricks is drying up.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it's on TV. Make sure you hit that like button.
Yes.
Make sure you share our shit. And
spread the ish.
We got AJ in the house.
Spread the ish, y'all.
We're doing DMV news. AJ, can you read the other one about the fair? Apparently, I don't know if many of you were aware about the fight that happened at the fair in Frederick.
Oh no!
Yes.
So is the fair still going on?
Yes.
I want to go get some cotton candy.
Dan Cox is proposing an addition to the hate crime law after a deadly attack at the Great Frederick Fair. Yes.
Witnesses captured the attack at the Great Frederick Fair Friday night.
Bodily fluids onto definition of a hate crime in Maryland. The purpose of the bill is to provide a dignity for the human body to allow there to be added charges for the prosecution team to say that if someone's going to take bodily fluids and improperly place them on individuals without their consent in the context of a hate crime, that creates a hate crime itself. Very true. Under the current under the current law, a hate crime is defined as a crime done because of a person's race, color, religion, belief, sexual orientation, gender, disability, or national origin, or because someone is homeless. In the attack last Friday that killed John Weed, 59, of Mount Airy, 2 teen brothers punched Weed and knocked him out, and then at least one of the teens spit on him while he was on the ground. Some of the Cox colleagues have said changing the law is premature, especially when all the facts about the fair attack are not known. Frederick County State's Attorney Charlie Smith said so far that there is no evidence that the attack was a hate crime. Delaware Cox says he plans on introducing this bill to amend the hate crime law when the General Assembly begins in session in January. I mean, when you spit on somebody, you hate.
Well,
when you spit on somebody, you hate.
Well, I mean, when you spit on someone, you just should be ready to
lose your teeth.
You should be ready to receive whatever comes at those reflexes. You know, if those, however, those reflexes respond after that ejaculation of saliva without consent. Oh goodness, that is the most disrespectful thing I think anyone. I mean, it's not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime. It's just used as a tactic for like a defense mechanism. You know, like a punch. You know, like a spit is.
You spit on me. If I spit on someone.
After they knocked him down, they spit on him.
A spit is equivalent to a punch.
No, it's
because
worse than a punch.
I mean, it's worse than a punch as far as the level of disrespect and dehumanization.
Yes, spitting on someone
but
is
spitting
as
far as I mean I'm just saying as far as a defense. You know, like if you're in a fight, someone will probably like you know like
I feel
like
you don't spit on somebody during a fight. They're not doing this.
Well, hey, some people do.
Spitting on someone, either when you do it before or after, it is a symbol of you are beneath me. You are nothing. You are less than nothing.
I agree.
I don't like you for who you are. You are shit. So if you spit on somebody, you are provoking something.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, when you spit on somebody after a beatdown, that's just styling.
Well,
spitting on somebody is basically like stepping on them and twisting the wound.
But I agree.
Spitting is a hate crime.
Well, I wouldn't classify it as a hate crime, but you spit on someone, you should be ready to receive whatever comes after that. I mean, after that lands, wherever it lands.
If it hits me, you deserve to get 2 teeth knocked out.
There were 2 black boys. I'm feeling the reason why they want to make this a law or something, make it spitting a hate crime, because they just want to find reasons to lock up black people. Especially these young kids are out knocking out people in the metro.
You know what? Oh my gosh, like I actually saw that.
So I think they're going to use it as reasons to. They're going to call it hate crime, even though you black.
Right. Well, I just think right now, like a lot, like honest and true, some of these young kids really have to get a grip, like, and really just chill out a little bit. I mean, I actually witnessed someone get knocked out, like the young guy. No, seriously. Like I've been to fights, I've covered fights and things like that, but to actually witness a little guy just knock this white man, and this man tumbles down the dang on escalator. I mean, this was like some movie type of shit. You know, like honest and true.
Is this the red line?
This is Waterfront. This was Waterfront. You know, where old boy got busted. Where Pope got busted at. This is where this happened.
Now it all makes sense.
This was over there.
Somebody missed the bag.
I mean, they just gotta chill out a little bit because guess what? They are really they ready for him. Like they are ready to just throw away the key. You know, and like honest and true, some of the stuff I understand you want to have fun, you want to wild out. That's cool. But just randomly hitting people or, because they don't want to give you any money or something like that, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That is not cool. Like, I witnessed that, and that just really, I was like, wow. And, I'm all into defense of yourself. I mean, at the highest high. But
they knocked him down
those
sharp ass.
Yes, like the man. He tumbled.
He like a grill.
And he was a little guy too, a little short guy, and he was just a little. He's probably no more than 12 years old.
He's little grown man shit.
He hit that man so hard. And that man,
did somebody go, oh my God? Did you hear that? Oh my God.
Yeah. Luckily someone helped him up and things like that. Yeah. And it was awful. I hope I don't ever bear witness to anything like that. Like, I've seen fights.
But you ain't want to see
but no, to see this
good.
little guy just knock this man like that, and that man tumbled down the escalator down like that.
The word tumble is funny. You tumbled.
Yeah, he did. I'm
gonna use that.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! When someone says, "Oh my God," that's icing on the cake to me. Oh my God!
All right, have y'all seen? Are y'all catching up with the Amber Geiger trial? With the white cop that walked in the wrong apartment and shot a black dude.
Yeah,
eating his he was eating ice cream and he was listening to earphones.
That's just.
Well, you already know it. It'd be like that.
It's a bunch of foolishness.
It's to the point now I'm damn near desensitized from.
That's the objective.
Another one today.
That's the objective.
Oh well. Not saying I don't care, but
but that's the objective.
You're so to the point
to desensitize you to the point that this is acceptable.
Not acceptable. It's just damn.
Well,
so shot.
But there was a cop. There was a cop in Minnesota. He was Haitian descent, and he shot a white yoga instructor. And I believe he's doing a lot of time. So this is the same situation. It's a white
exactly
cop and a black dude. So hopefully, and they got the phone call, the 911, and all that other stuff. And apparently, she was fucking. Her partner.
I read that. Oh wow! See, that's where.
And apparently, her partner, some Spanish dude, he killed the black dude. So
that's just a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah. Oh goodness. Well, see, that's the thing when those sexual relations get involved, that changes. Yeah, that changes a lot. Those sexual relations changes the dynamics, regardless of the race.
So
when that sex is involved, and especially, if law enforcement, that definitely.
They were actually texting that night.
Yeah.
And she was actually on the phone with him while she was parking in the parking lot. Apparently, she went in the wrong garage level. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to think about why the fuck was the door? I guess the door was unlocked or something like that.
That sounds like something that they had kind of on one of their date nights, possibly.
They were supposed to meet up.
They were like, "Oh goodness, this sounds like a great idea. What do you think about this?" And let's try to do this and
some out of time shit.
Yeah, and I think that's what that was. I was like, kind of premeditated type of thing.
All right, so this happened Friday. This is when she got her white. She did some white splaining.
Yep. They always love to have they always like their faces doing this. Anytime their face does this, they try to yell.
So she said she was sorry, and she was scared for her life. So I wonder how the judge is going. It's a black judge, and I believe it was only 2 white jurors and 4 or 6 blacks. So hopefully, did y'all hear anything else about it?
But the thing is about law isn't based on feelings.
We know that law is based on what you can prove. It's based on
Yeah, so
reasonable doubt and all that shit.
So I don't know if sometimes.
No, but feelings can help. Feelings is perception.
Well, I mean,
it can help you.
But the thing is, perception doesn't present facts.
It just depends.
The coaching is impeccable. She's already.
Yeah. Look at her. She's
bullshit. She needs to put under under the jail. Yeah.
Yes.
D.L. Hughley said she took her life. She deserved her life to be taken.
I mean, to a certain extent, it can be because of what she did and how senseless it was. Very senseless. You can't just accidentally take somebody's life. Now, I ain't gonna say she should get death penalty, but she definitely should at least do 40 years.
But it also, I don't think it's really a black and white issue because, well, if she came in the house, it was somebody in her house, a white dude.
So who the relationship?
Do you think she would have blasted off?
Her partner that she was in the relationship with, what was his nationality? He's Spanish. Okay, so. Yeah.
They had him testify, and he was.
It's a lot of cultural dynamics here.
Yeah,
a lot of cultural dynamics.
In certain places, Latinos are honorary whites. So, but we got Mindy Joe and we got AJ Turn Up, and I'm your host, B Moore. Make sure you guys hit that like, and where can they reach your page?
Oh, you can check me out at When the Press Link Up on Instagram and MJ News Show on YouTube. Yeah, for now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was reading about that, and oh goodness.
So. Student loans. AJ, do me a favor. Can you open those?
Yeah. Oh, and pass a napkin too, please. And pass a napkin
I was
too.
like wondering, when are you gonna take this?
Yeah,
that's needed right
this
now.
lips are drying up, y'all. Right now. This lips are feeding for. I can tell. I was like, yo, why does lips keep moving like he's saying something?
I got the Bobby Brown and shit.
Yeah. Yo, don't do that because y'all lips match. I was waiting for you to say that shit. I'm like, yo, is he going?
I'm about to say some gay shit. Come on, nigga, put it out.
Pause, man. Pause. Heavily pause.
Heavy pause.
Here. You know what? I can't even take.
Oh, you can't open it? You can't
Stop.
Open it? All that shit?
Ew.
Come on.
Pause. Anywho, how for-profit colleges have targeted and taken advantage of black students.
Well,
no shit. Like, anytime something happens to black people, I just do this. What else to do?
Yeah, besides that, did y'all see
Eat
that?
your edibles?
Huh?
Get your edibles?
Here.
Oh, my God.
Well, let me say this.
Should have never gave you niggas money.
All right, so we got loan debt forgiveness. Bernie Sanders, he's pushing this shit. So,
push it to the limit.
So student debt is in the news.
I saw Bernie in the grocery store.
No, you didn't.
I sure did.
Which one wasn't just a Jewish?
No.
Was it Whole Foods?
No, it was on 8th Street. Nope, it wasn't. It was in Giant.
He was in Giant.
On 8th Street. And I asked Bernie if he was finding any good sales. I wasn't thinking quick on my feet that day because I don't know why I didn't ask Bernie to pay for my groceries.
You should have.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know if he would have done it, but asking him the question would have been real.
And what did he do? Oh, yeah, nice.
I mean, but after I asked him, I was like, if you find any good sales, he just tapped me and just ha ha ha. And I was like, I told this other girl, I was like, I'm so glad you were right here because no one would ever, believe that.
He had a Secret Service mind.
He had his staffer with him.
It was just like, back up, black girl.
No, because I asked the staffer, I said, is it Bernie? He's like, yeah. I said, oh wow. Nice.
Why didn't you ask him to pay off your student debt?
Damn straight. I know I would have. I'd have grabbed him, but hey.
That would have been good because I'm $165,000.
How much?
$165,000.
Damn. I thought that was bad.
What about you?
Ain't that bad.
Yeah, you would think I have
mine is under 100.
A PhD right now. You would think I'd be a doctor right now.
You are not the only one.
Oh goodness, I'm just trying to understand where I can get a job in America right now to just help me pay more than my $5 a month payment.
You do premium packages.
That's being very.
I'm just saying.
Premium packages.
Premium packages.
What is that?
Look it up and thank me later. I want 5%.
What is premium package? I hope that's not anything of like I have to put my body out or anything like that.
You have to show out.
Oh no, that's okay.
You can give the impression.
Well, shit, I'll be in debt. I'll be in debt.
10 DC politicians right now, undercover, said, look, I'm going to give you $500 each time you shake a tail feather.
Oh, no, it's not worth it.
10?
No.
Okay, 5,000.
Oh, no, it's not worth it.
$5,000. And all you got to do is shake that thing.
Oh, no.
You would.
No.
10 consistent customers, and
Hell
that's
no.
$5,000 each one a month.
It's not worth it.
You'll be out of debt in 5 months, girl.
Well,
I'll stand that.
Okay, so you won't do no premium packages.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no.
okay.
I'll go grind. I'll go grind. I'll go grind and get it before I. Oh no, that's just not
What
mine.
do you think about women
Can I
that
have
do that?
That's them.
That's me.
You know, I don't. Hey, at the end of it, can I have some more fruit
Nah,
snacks,
yeah,
please?
So,
That's okay.
Yeah, what you got?
But at the end of the day, this is what
A gum in your shirt.
survival is serious, you know, and survival is serious, and I don't discredit or judge anyone's lifestyle and what they do to survive, or I mean hustle, whatever you call it, to justify the means for the ends. That's you.
Okay.
Everything doesn't work for everybody, you know. That's just what it is. It doesn't. And we have to learn to accept that. We have to learn that, guess what? It's okay that I don't want to shake my ass on Instagram and, you know, always have my ass showing. It's okay. And it's fine. But they got other girls that's going to do that. And that's okay. And that's fine too, because that's what they do. You know, so yeah, we just have to learn to just be a little bit more, have a little bit more of an open mind when it comes to respecting other people's boundaries and things like that. You know, not everything is for everybody. And I just haven't found a need to do certain things.
I get premium opportunity. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I just haven't.
$5,000.
I haven't found a need to do that. You know,
Know your worth, kings.
Know your worth, kings.
I'll go borrow it from my family.
Okay.
Before.
You got resources. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't think we could ever do that. Mom,
Well, listen.
I need 10,000 stacks. I need 10 stacks. They'd be like,
what did you just have? Your high school degree? Diploma?
yes, working on my college degree at the
Okay.
same time. Thank you.
All right. So, you know how much you owe?
I think I don't know yet, like 40,000. That ain't shit.
Oh no,
Ain't
no.
shit. Cause I got
pay that back
I got a lot of
anytime.
grants. After I wised up. Now my first 2 years, you know, we don't know. They don't tell black people. They don't tell black people shit.
They stopped calling me.
Nothing. They
Stop calling me.
Cause they say he ain't gonna show up.
Mr. Morris, we've been his patient.
Now when can we expect payment? You just gotta look at my family tree. They'll be like, yo, they'll come get you. They go, yeah. They'll still probably they give it back and say, you got it now.
I got it right here.
That's your shit.
No, but listen, remember, y'all remember this commercial with the dude from the Everest Westwood College or something like that?
Get out there. Do it.
Imagine how he just was like just unnecessary meanness. You ain't doing nothing else, and then he rolled his eyes at the end. You ain't got nothing else to do with your life.
That's how I do fish talk. You ain't got nothing else to do. You can watch this. You ain't got nothing else to do.
But remember watching that and like feeling like, yo,
I didn't feel bad.
I'm like, I got the blood in my mouth. I'm like,
I am not about to take a nigga like that serious who probably didn't go to school either.
I'm like, and what happened to them? Like,
he was probably a homeless man.
But people that do those classes, like, what happens? Like, did it actually pay off?
It could. It
I don't know.
Like when you went to that,
yeah,
they told you gonna get if you sign up, you take our class, you're gonna be making 100.
It could be. It's just it could be. It's just how you apply yourself. Like there are people who can do certain things. It's just at the end of the day, it's about how you apply yourself in life. That's just.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, or maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's going to help you in your future? All you got to do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
Yes,
See, no, you don't. Why? Why is that?
Because we hard-headed.
No, not everyone.
Yes.
See, that's the part.
I bet
People
you been saying, "Get out there
people
in that court,
believe
shoot
that.
them shots."
And most black people
Don't talk to me like that. Honest and true. If you don't talk to
I
me
ain't
with
gonna talk to
respect, and he's not gonna talk to me like that.
He ain't gonna
You ain't
talk.
doing nothing else anyway.
Right? He gonna be like, "Why is she talking?" to me?"
He's not gonna talk to me like that. Like
But-
honest and true, you have to you what you put out is what you get back, and you can't talk to people rude and thinking, you know.
I think that's rude. I think maybe we just some sensitive ass people.
I mean, no, I'm just saying. No, that commercial is not rude. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you can't.
Get
You
out
got to
there.
learn how to talk to people, and that's just not. I mean, that he was speaking as far as encouragement,
That's
like
right.
trying to,
Yeah,
you know, motivate you.
That's
That's
right.
That's where that was coming from. That wasn't coming from a space of, you know, you're worthless.
Well, that came from Westwood College, or something like that. You know those for-profit colleges. I went to one. I owe him money too.
I mean, I don't.
Two of them.
You didn't go straight, did
But
you?
Why?
I ain't gonna
Why?
say that.
Why do we have to pay for school?
That's what Bernie's trying to do.
Honest and true. Why do we have to pay for school
No,
when
and-
there's no guarantee that a job is promised, but you
And
signed a promissory note?
You pay, but you drive an Uber.
Ooh, I know that's. Ooh.
I mean,
but
I just don't
you
get
got a
it.
degree and you had Target.
But the whole
You're making
concept,
$15 an hour.
the whole
Maybe.
concept of that commercial was a whole strategy campaign
Mm-hmm.
from one of those from for-profit colleges,
Mm-hmm.
universities, whatever,
Mhm.
just to target black people.
Mm-hmm.
So check out this. Did y'all see this article when this was talking about how for-profit colleges have targeted and taken advantage of black students?
Of course,
'Cause-
yeah,
And then talked about how Steve Harvey and how they use
of
black
course,
celebrities.
yeah.
I
Why
remember,
not?
I remember that commercial too. One of
I
the
wouldn't be
things Steve-
surprised if Cardi B do a college
Oh,
commercial.
I hope
Little
not.
Romeo,
I hope not.
ICDC
Yeah.
College, ICDC College, ICDC College. But it was saying how they will target black people or people in lower income areas that just got out of jail or that have kids, and the whole people that was working at the university, they had to quota, so they had to get as much people as possible. And it's crazy how none of these classes, some of these are non-accredited. So people will spend $40,000. In some instances, they will spend more money in a fake-ass college than in a real, in New York University. So that's...
Yeah, I mean it's like a scheme, you know, like a Ponzi scheme kind of
Right? It's
ordeal.
set up for fail. How you going to suck poor people out of the money that they
don't have already.
to be a CNA or whatever
That's
the fuck?
predatory. That's some predatory
Systematic
stuff.
oppression, my brothers and sisters. Systematic oppression.
Did y'all see the article? What y'all think about it?
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's, in a way, it's like they take advantage of black people anyway. What did I used to say? We super saiyans. They like to take our powers and drain us so there's nothing else. Just like athletes. You know, these kids are going to school, they're getting made money off their names and off of what they're doing for the school. And mind you, they're supposed to be student athletes, right? That's bullshit. You can't fit all what they do for sport. That's a 40-hour job. You can't do all of that and then go to class and take your classes. So they're just ripping these poor black young people off because they don't know any better. But that's why it's up to black people and up to us to learn, to understand how to beat that system and do things in a way that's going to provide for us in a positive way, not just in life in general. You know, we have to do better.
Yeah.
We have to learn.
Also in the article, it talked about how places like y'all remember ITT Tech?
Yes.
And like it would be mostly black people that make up the enrollment in those colleges, DeVry and Strayer, Westwood, and all that stuff. And it would be most likely black people to not pay off the debt and be, y'all know black people we have a lot of debt, especially in school, because we don't have enough money to pay for it.
Nope.
In general, and then we're getting promised that you're gonna get this job, but what is it, $40,000 a year, 21, 26, whatever, and you can't pay off that shit.
No, 40,000 is not going to do anything.
That's
for you
why it
today.
just needs to be free. You know, I mean, set up a private institution setting and a public institution setting. I agree,
Absolutely.
but Public
Or-
needs to be.
Yeah, or if
Yeah.
if
Be
you're gonna
free
charge,
and charge.
you gotta charge out the ass. Like
You pay for your books,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
things like that. Pay for your meal plan, you know.
Yeah, Obama.
Yeah, but shit, under Obama, that daggone plan was that loan repayment was a hot mess.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm still not. You know, I'm still struggling with $5.
I mean, but
with
contrary to
$5,
popular
making
belief,
a
though,
$5 payment.
but when Bush's term came, college prices just escalated up.
Oh,
the ass.
I mean, that he was
Everything
just
escalated up the
he
ass.
was a
Gas
work.
prices was out
He
the
was
ass.
a work of art. He was a work of art. It was just like, hey, let's see how we can just drain them dry.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah,
strategy.
because we was left with a surplus. When
Oh,
Clinton was
just
gone.
drain
We had a
them
surplus
dry.
When Clinton was gone, we ain't with shit. Now we ain't never getting out.
Oh,
That's
but
a whole
no,
other
right
thing.
now we're doing all right. Right
No,
now.
we ain't. We still in the hole. We still behind the 8 ball.
Well, actually, one thing Trump
No,
is
our yeah,
one
we
thing, One thing
rolling.
your boy Trump is doing.
Yeah, my boy.
One thing your boy Trump is doing, he's rolling back the laws that Obama set, trying to protect people from these predatory colleges. So why your boy doing that? Why your boy doing that?
Well, I'll just
And Betsy DeVos, whatever her name is.
yeah, she doesn't.
Oh, she ain't getting no time.
She doesn't. Honest and true, she does not have the right team. That's her problem. She needs a better team.
Right. Well,
You're only. I mean, honest and true, the team that you have plays important role. It plays important role. Yeah. So yeah, she just needs some better people on her team to help her figure out. Because honest and true, I've given up on trying to just begin to understand how I'm gonna pay these loans back. I'm not doing that. Why should I have to?
We're not saying you should. We're just giving you an option.
But why is that an option?
I mean, that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Why is that
all
even
kind of
an
options.
option?
I mean, I would go do some other shit, but I can't say it on
Because
the line.
I'm working.
Go
You know,
over there.
I'm trying to
Shut
work
up.
right now. I'm
Shut
trying
up.
to do the just work with my clothes on right now.
Hey, we're gonna talk to CJ from Los Santos, okay? We're gonna go to Los Santos and get them bricks.
So hopefully,
okay? We're gonna do construction work.
me working with my clothes on can help.
But taking the shirt off
get
might help
those.
you. Taking the shirt
I
off.
don't think so. I don't
know
think
that.
so.
You don't
I'm
know.
not
You
trying
don't
to.
try.
But I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to figure that
Open your
out.
eyes. Isn't that what you said?
I did,
Right.
but that's
You're a
not.
businessman, right? Trump is a businessman.
Yeah, but that's not the business I'm
Before
in.
we move on, anything else about college debt and about and how they?
I just believe right now, with all of these philosophers, like even T.I. can open up a college. Why doesn't he do that? He's so sophisticated.
Expedition University.
Yeah. Philosophical.
I'm serious university.
I'm serious.
Yes, and for the and it takes a prerequisite to get in. You know, you have to pass the theologian version of the let's see how will he put that with all of his unique terminology that he's learned over the last few years.
Well, you think about that, and we about to do Chassis on my timeline.
I tell you, it is something.
Chassis on my timeline.
It's always like something. Well, you're not doing it because you don't look at something. But it's things like basically you go through your phone, you flip up on your Twitter, your Gram, and you just see some ignorant.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I do. I mean, I follow.
Ignorant
The
shit
thing
just-
is, I follow a variety of people. I follow all kinds of people.
Well,
You know, so
Alright.
I see. Yeah, I mean that right there.
I thought that was a little girl from us.
All right, so Twitter reacts after H&M features a young black girl whose hair has not been styled. People are going off. Of course, H&M is not new to this type of
Right.
I mean, but I just
or
think that's
controversy.
that's a repetition. Remember the monkey, the little guy with the
Yes,
monkey.
I haven't bought stuff.
Yeah, so that's just
my money.
a a continuation, just to see. Now, how is this going to help sales? I don't know. Now, I don't know if this is to help sales or what, to get people engaged, get the conversation going, to get them into H&M to see what's going on.
Black people are overreacting. Because they're saying maybe they might have a white kid,
but they only. But I mean, they know. The thing is, they understand black people are emotional. They understand it. They understand black people.
But if you don't want to make people mad, then they don't go buy your stuff.
That's a strategy.
It's not a good strategy.
Well, I mean, it's honest and true. It was just probably to get people to talk, but they didn't look at it as someone would start to depict it with her hair. But I mean, at the end of the day, now people need to understand the beauty market, beauty industry, the hair thing is, that's why I try to at least make sure I have some moisturizer or something in mine, or some spray.
You wouldn't do that.
Do what?
Leave it like that. You have no issue with that.
I wouldn't leave it like that. No, I need to brush it. Some water. Some grease and some water would have definitely done the thing.
And do you think it was a marketing ploy just to get black people in?
It was just, yeah.
What do you think?
No, I just think they don't care. I mean, of course they do it to get attention, but they really just in a way they probably thought they were connecting to us by doing that. Like, you know how some white societies think, okay, this is what we see that certain black people do.
But that's the new strategy.
I'm trying to relate.
But that's the new strategy right now. It's like, hey, put out something to provoke the masses. Yeah. Get them all riled up.
At the same time,
get them riled up. But hey, it depends. It depends. They are leveraging right now. This is an experiment. We are socially experimenting. However, in reality, no one is stopping from going to H&M and purchase a sale item.
I see no black people.
I haven't purchased H&M in years.
I mean, you haven't, but that doesn't mean
you don't got your size.
That doesn't mean other people aren't. I had to realize that. Like, hey, it's like, yeah, you can stop purchasing something, but guess what? Just because you stop, that doesn't mean the next person is going to stop. It's
fake outrage. Fake outrage.
It's not fake outrage.
I mean, I don't think it's fake outrage, but I just believe that's not going to stop people from purchasing.
Whatever. Well, all right, next one. Next
pass the fruit snacks, please, if you don't mind.
What does that say?
That just looks. Oh, that looks uncomfortable.
It says
that looks uncomfortable.
This could be us, but you live too far away.
That looks uncomfortable.
Long distance, but people, we hit them up on IG or whatever. What's the new ones? What's the new ones?
What do you mean, new social media stuff?
Yeah, the social medias.
Man, it's just same old shit. Same your Snapchats, your IGs, whatever, your Twitters. Yeah, nothing really.
So it's cuffing season now, right?
It is. A cuffing season is it's officially beginning next week. Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm ahead of schedule.
Because the drafting is this week.
Okay.
Oh
goodness, I wonder if I'm in now.
Out all of your.
Oh goodness, I wonder if I'm.
Now you will still. There are still you can if you don't get picked. There are practice squads you can go to.
Oh no, I ain't trying to get no practice team.
Why not? Practice squads sometimes you can get picked up by.
I need to be with the winners. Yeah. I need to be with the winners. With the champs.
You can get picked up by one man's treasure. One man's treasure.
What?
Who's trying, DJ?
Yes.
It's a saying. You know it's figure of speech. You've been a lobbyist for years.
No.
You know better than that.
No.
Don't try to go there.
What about the sex you could have had if she lived close, or the sex you wish you could have had, or
I don't do long distance.
But what if it's not as good as you anticipate? Then what?
I drove down. I drove down to Norfolk and I got soft, and I had to use a cock ring, her own cock ring that was in the dresser. Hopefully it was clean. That's how I drove. Two and a half hours?
Nigga, Norfolk was more than 2.5 hours. That's a 3 to 4 hour drive. Was her box dry?
No. She said she enjoyed it.
But then what was the issue? Did you not enjoy her? Was the box just like average?
Well, I was too nervous probably.
What were you nervous about?
It was my first time eating her.
See, that's what I'm saying. People have to understand all of that
Now you drive.
It goes into
You didn't have
the moment.
That's because you didn't have the nasty talks.
Mm.
You judged me. See, you judged me. See, you went down there blinded. I done went down there. She didn't. We would have known what we were gonna do. What we gonna do?
Turn over, flip over,
no.
on your back.
I ask questions. Don't you like when people ask you those questions? Like,
Not too many.
Well, I need to know because ain't no need, like you said, to go down there and then like that food go soft.
But that don't mean that. But see, this is what I'm trying to say. Now, you can be going down there knowing, guess what? Knowing that you working with it, you got to deliver. But when you go down there and goodness, it's just not even you. I mean, you can't even stand the smell.
Oh, then I'm leaving.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I leave.
And then it's like you sat up here and got your rocks off.
Well,
you know,
it's all right. That's why you gotta have backup plans. See, this is why you have a bench.
Okay.
You're supposed to have a roster.
Oh, see, I didn't put all that up,
See,
so I don't know anything about
the depth
that
chart.
anymore.
You go, all right, well.
What about the sex you the thoughts you could have had, the chicks you could have had?
Oh yeah, that sucks. You mean the ones? Yeah. Now what sucks is when I've had the good sex with one and then they move. That hurts because it's like it was like having gold so next to you and you can just look at it all day and then it gets stolen and now I can't look at that anymore. Now that sucks. That hurts my soul and I have that and that hurts. I don't like it. She in another country. We still chat though. We still communicate.
And somebody else is banging her.
Not like you know.
Nah.
But you don't know that.
I do know that because she messaging me.
That don't mean that. She probably messaging you.
She
probably messaging you when old boy is, doing something else or.
I have confirmation.
Oh, okay.
How you gonna have a confirmation? You got
Cause she sends you a picture.
All the time.
Oh, but that's just probably to keep you
Hopefully she ain't getting
aroused.
Nah, because he know her. It was the opposite direction. It was the opposite.
Oh, she married then.
She's not married.
She married.
Oh.
She's not married. She's not married.
Oh.
She ain't married.
Oh.
And if she was married, then I immediately cut that off.
Okay.
But she ain't married.
Okay.
Like I said, and she's coming back up here.
Oh.
Okay.
She's coming to get it. I mean, I understand. Shit, I understand. I didn't took a couple flights for it too. Shit. I didn't took. Yes.
I never played a ticket.
Now, see if you would have had that.
I didn't took a couple flights. I mean, back in the day, but we were in a relationship, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was.
Did you record it?
No, we ain't never do none of that.
Why?
Can't record.
This is what I don't understand.
I don't consent. I don't consent.
Long distance,
I don't consent to that. I don't consent to that.
Record.
Not right now. I can't.
Why?
I can't. No.
Eagle
I can't
eye.
do that right now.
Eagle eye.
No, I can't. I just can't right now. I can't.
Do y'all think Malik Yoba he be recording his stuff?
I hope not. Let's not even go there.
Let me.
I don't care. You know what? I don't care.
He was on the roof.
Okay, so going on to what do you say to trans black women who say that you're centering yourself and that you're being opportunistic and focusing on your attraction as opposed to their issues and without proving that you're ready to do the work? So what would you say to that?
So you and I sat for 4 hours the other day.
Correct.
And we decided how we were going to approach this.
We went through a
how we were going to approach this, bro.
We went through a number of questions.
We decided how we were going to approach this.
And we're actually recording, and the more you talk, the worse it looks for you. So what I'm asking is that we're having a conversation.
What did you say?
I said the more that we're talking, the more I'm just concerned. So I'm generally concerned. I said that the more that it looks bad for you. That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
This looks bad for me.
Yes, because I'm asking a number of questions.
We're done, bro.
Okay.
We're done. It looks bad for me because I chose to come here and speak to you about what you do and what I've done. It looks bad for me. It's a setup. I don't like this.
Okay.
We said that we were going to focus on policy.
And we did, and we also said,
I don't appreciate this at all.
And no, we had a conversation.
His manpower.
Yep.
And that's the part. It's like now in front of this man, you want to exude your manpower, but behind closed doors, you want to be pussy.
Well, apparently the dude there, he's a pussy boy too.
Well,
So
I mean, it doesn't.
especially the root. You know the root.
Wait. I'm trying to like. So he got offended that he was trying to ask him about.
No,
About his.
apparently there's some couple of transsexuals that has some tales about.
Malik.
Yeah.
And everybody.
And I guess he was asking
Hollywood that he was a little funny style. Everyone knew that. So apparently there's a couple people saying that they did him dirty. That he did them dirty. So you just brought him up. It's like, people.
Right, and that's the thing. Saying, he didn't want to talk about it, but
and this is when he.
But he was just here. He was just this is the part. He was just parading around
on the Breakfast Club.
To not even on the Breakfast Club for like a LGBT conference or something. I want to say he was like in Washington D.C. or somewhere recently, and talking about the LGBT community. So if you want to sit here and use your blackness to uphold a community that still has issues with fully accepting you into their community, then so be it. But don't sit up here and try to exude your man power in front of another man now that the question is being presented if you like the same sex that you are. You know, I mean, we have to be honest right now. It's like so much sexual stimulation identifiers that are going on, and no one really wants to be honest, but yet and still they're using this rhetoric that, oh, this one's being bullied, this one's being attacked, this one. But now you go on a show to present your argument or present what it is that you stand for, and, oh, you chicken out. Why not, whether if you're a top or a bottom boy, man, you know, why not present that same?
Well, he's still in the closet.
You know, but why be in the closet?
Well, I mean, either way, at the end of the day, it still technically is his right to decide when he wants to talk about certain things. So maybe he was comfortable to talk about that at that platform. Now, if they had a discussion in private, it's not. If they had a discussion in private or what before on the show what they want to talk about, and that other guy violated it. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about that. I mean,
you go on a show,
I get it, but at the same time, that's where the interviewer you have to have that kind of respect.
I understand that, but you have to. He just went on a big tirade to defend his sexuality,
and that's fine, yeah. But at the same time,
but why even? But this is my thing, okay? If we have created this space of acceptance, right? Why is there need to justify?
Hey, I'm not saying I'm disagreeing with you. I'm looking at it on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
I'm not going around to justify
He needs to keep the same energy you had.
Exactly.
You were just expressing how you like this and that's fine. But then when you went on somewhere where somebody was like, nah, I'm going to get you with something. You get R. Kelly. Yeah,
and exactly. And that's all I'm saying. That's it. It's like, hey, guess what? If you like what you like, that's fine.
I like how he did.
You know, that's
he was this close. I was like,
yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Like what you like, but don't discredit other people because they don't. They don't. And not only that, because they don't identify with that, and it's okay.
Is that what they call you, Yoba? He be like,
yeah, yada yada yada.
Yeah, apparently his daughter was there, his manager, and people from the room.
Well,
so he was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Be embarrassed about what? I mean, that it's out? Who cares? I mean, right now, people are having sex with all kinds of, they have sex toys, sex objects. They, they have sex dolls.
I'm going to call you Mindy Stimulation.
I'm just saying, they got all kinds of sex things right now. So why is it? Yeah, him coming out is okay.
But he ain't. Well, he's still undercover. Yeah.
But that's what it is. Yeah. But he was honest and true. That did crush me a little bit because oh yeah, I had a crush on him. You know, because that show. Oh, that was a hot show. Oh, he
probably like, look at your hair.
No. No, you can't.
This next shit I see on my timeline. Are y'all familiar with? Apparently, the white racists or white supremacists they mad over this dude getting his sponsorship from Budweiser canceled or something like that over racist tweets. So they call it a cancel culture because they dug up tweets from when he was like 4 years ago. So I'm gonna ask y'all, how do y'all feel? Do you think somebody should lose their job or something over their tweets? But I'm sure
look at the tweets.
But he did say something about.
What did he say? Let's look at the tweets.
He didn't call black people niggers or something like that.
Let's see the tweets. I need to see the tweets. I need to see the tweets.
Well, hold on. I gotta get to all the other stuff.
I mean, but if that's the case, we are. Go ahead.
I gotta set it up because I didn't do it right. But he was on this football show. He was in the back. He had a little poster saying something about how send my Venmo $600. So white people, they got money, so they sent him $1 million, but he donated it to children's charity. So they dug up old tweets, and Budweiser was going like do something for him, and then they took him out. So and then he had to apologize, and then the reporter that reported the story about him had racist tweets, he got fired because he had racist shit on him. So
that's the part.
But yeah, how you feel about should people be judged by that tweet and all that stuff?
It depends on the depth of the tweet. If it's hate shit, then yeah, because then that means you could be carrying that to your profession. Now, if it's just something that you say as an opinion about something, not really.
Well, see, that's the tough one.
No, if you say some shit like, yes, we should line up niggers and we'll mow them all down. Yes, lose your job.
Well,
because that's a mindset that you have that you can carry onto your profession.
Yeah, I mean,
now, I just said, they need to just comb their damn hair. Why be nappy every day? That's an opinion. I don't think you should lose your job over that. Cause
I'd rather be the nigga.
They'd rather give me the nigga please award. I'd rather have I got a lot of cheese award. Tell it like it is, Kanye. Wow. Too many of these niggas bitch made nowadays. Don't pardon my French. What? He learned that from somebody.
But he's
fuck them kids. Hold on.
But that's he's doing like trolling,
Yeah. So y'all think that I should let him slide?
No,
not for white people are just saying you're just boys being boys.
No, no, racist ass being racist ass. No.
I mean, but I don't see where it's a consistency. Is it a consistent pattern for him?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it was enough for them to fire him, they probably had other shit on him too.
Okay.
How y'all feel about cancel culture? Just like
there's no
like something you just
it's
everybody go on social media and shut it
down.
No.
I don't like emotional culture.
Well, that's what we have.
I'm talking about cancel culture.
No, cancel is certain shit. Like I said, the content of it. If it's to the point where it's detrimental because he carries that same mindset, fuck yeah, cancel his ass. But if you're just saying some shit that's opinionated, then no. I mean, I'll frown upon you and go, all right, well, I know who I really look at or support. But lose your job for an opinion, not really. But like I said, that shit, no, lose a job.
Okay, Mandy. Cancel culture. You for it?
I mean, it depends. It depends on what the situation is.
For me, I'm like, we need to cancel Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. But you see, this is the part. We have to not be so accepting of everyone.
We know that already. First of all,
but I think he was an implant.
He could have been.
I think he was because now infiltrating the hip hop is a little bit more. It's a difference now. This is not the Biggie Smalls era anymore or the Tupac era to where you can just send in your secret agents and move with the clicks and things like that. It's a little different now, but I just think I think he was most definitely put in there to report like a hip hop like a the police. Hip hop police. Yeah, he was a police.
I feel like were you gonna say something? I feel like the streets is done. If he's a plant, then the streets is done.
Well, he was.
So I just feel like we need to cancel trap music as a
definitely and get something different.
I'm pretty sure if I was to take a poll, I'm pretty sure 60% would be against banning trap music.
Well, because
40% would be supporting banning that shit because of so much shit it caused. The deaths and
I mean, but who's honest and true? Whose trap is really thriving these days?
Is it?
Is the trap really thriving?
It depends. Like they're probably.
I mean, I don't know.
But no, Tekashi, his problem, like it ain't just Tekashi. It was the dudes that was the people around him should have deserved to go to jail too. Because if you really built like that, then why would you want somebody in it?
He wasn't. He wasn't. That's the part.
He ain't built like that. No, but I'm talking about the people that did have some street shit. You literally put the money over your code, and that's why you're in the position you're in. Because now you're going to jail for a motherfucker that used you.
Yeah.
But you thought you were gonna. Unfortunately, in that situation, that whole thing's a clusterfuck because everybody was trying to get over on everybody, not realizing the bigger head honcho is making sure both of you cancel each other out. So now everybody's going down.
It's great. I mean, that's how.
But no,
he
really,
definitely set it up. You know, he was an implant.
I'm gonna say,
and he has really I mean, he's really messed up a lot of people's operation.
I mean, whatever. That's the streets' fault. That's the streets' fault too. Like I said, the streets got to blame themselves too because once you put that money over your integrity, over a code, that goes for anything. Like then you're through because then the money controls you, but you don't think.
That's just that's sort of part of being American because us the trap life and now hip hop is part of mainstream and everything.
But that shit right there was just dumb. That's a young generation, but that's the younger generation.
Well, it's still that's even worse because how generations of kids they follow the music, and the music means so much. It comes with a lifestyle, and you gotta be doing shit, shooting people.
I guess
Fifi
got that.
I feel like if you can just ban new trap music.
No, ban the artist. Ban the new artist that's coming out there that's not authentic. Tell them to get out and kick rocks.
Nah, I just you can't keep it. You can't say nigga, and you can't talk about shooting niggas.
That's not gonna happen.
Be fucking bitches.
That's not gonna happen.
You
just took away 80% of rap. That's not fuck the trap. You just took away rap. 80% of rap.
Niggas can be used.
No, 80% of rap is gone right then and there. Can't talk about niggas shooting bitches.
And then if that's the case, then you can't be mad.
That means 50, your boy.
Well, you don't need to rap if that's the case because your lyrical ability is and execution is very limited.
But think about the shit that's just doing to the kids.
You should be able to rap is about lyrics. It's lyrical ability.
You gotta separate reality.
AJ, when you see those kids, when you see those pictures of on the news of kids shooting each other in DC and Southeast, what do you think they listening to?
Fuck what they listening to. Look at the generation of people that's raised them. If you can't just blame music, that shit was happening. But that shit was. I'm glad you said that. Crime was happening before rap. You do know that, right? You know that, don't you? Niggas was killing each other listening to jazz.
Can we just let it go? Well, Tommy Gun.
So I don't want to hear that shit.
Come on.
Music is not.
You
can't cancel it.
White rappers are already taking over.
No, you can't cancel trap music. No, you just have to cancel fake shit.
And there's plenty other.
You have to cancel whack ass artists.
Plenty other music to listen to, y'all.
No, it's not. I'm not. I need my gangster shit. I grew up on that.
Okay, you grew up on that.
I grew up on West Coast.
Then let's talk about your topic. We about to go, y'all, but we're gonna talk about the effect on music.
The effect on music. Do it again. Go ahead, Montel. He said. You did. You had a Montel moment. What? Go ahead. The effect on music. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you done?
I'm done now.
Okay. I'm high, so I forgot what I was gonna say. But women. He's saying that women they.
No.
The reason why men.
No, here's the thing. No, here's the thing. No, and if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
Okay, well we gotta go along because we got people that want to be Tekashi, but now you gotta talk about the men that want to be.
No, if you're gonna say it right. So the whole point was.
If you're gonna say it right.
Yeah, say it right. I said this. I said this. If men are trash, dogs, cheaters, then women are the manufacturers.
No. Because the woman is not responsible for your actions and how you carry yourself.
Are you certain about that? Because what do men do to try to get a woman's approval? What do they do? And what do you require a man to do? There's a lot of things that women require men to do to get before they can even get with you.
Well, I mean that's all in what you possess in yourself.
Now,
First and foremost.
yeah, but
Yeah,
at the same
it's in
time-
what you attract. I mean, it's
what you attract.
It is.
But who to say what women attract to makes sense?
Well, but that's just it's what you attract.
No, here's the thing. You'll say you want one thing. Let's say you want this type of person. However, then when you get that type of person, that's not what you really want. You want something else. So then you play games with that other person to keep their attention, because we know a lot of women like attention.
That sounds like a person who's been hurt a lot in relations.
Is it really that they've been hurt? Yeah, it's a cycle, because you created that. A lot of women created that cycle, and then.
Well, I just think right now.
Go ahead.
People have to communication. You have to.
Wait.
You have to be able to.
But you have to comprehend what you're saying too, and it has to be logical. You can't say you want one thing or add something in the equation that.
But you can't. But see, this is the thing. This is what it is too. You can't expect and not deliver. See, this is what I had to realize.
For men too.
For men and women. Okay, this is what I had to realize. When I was younger, when I was in ninth grade, I was in a relationship. The boy was older, he would come pick me up from school and things like that.
How much older we talking?
He was, like 20.
Okay, let's look into that. Why did you go for a 20-year-old?
I mean, I was into the
perception,
the hip hop style
say it perception.
I was into the social construct
perception
of the dope boys make the girls go crazy.
Perception,
but
perception.
that wasn't the case, So yeah, you just have to, honest and true. You just have to know and be sure. Both people need to be sure, and not expect something that you're not going to deliver. Because one time, this is what he told me. I'll never forget this. He said something about ass, gas, or cash, and I was like, huh? What would it? But he said it so fast to where I couldn't. He was like, yeah, ass, gas, or cash. I was like, what is all that? What does that mean? So he like put me on to it. He was like, yeah. So I let the girl know. It's like you either give me ass, you give me cash for the gas or whatever like that. I'm like, oh wow, this is how this goes. He's like, yeah, only for girls like, all I want to do is like run a train on or something like that, and I'm just like, wow, this is very interesting. I appreciate you letting me know. But this is the type of relationship I had. But everybody don't have a relationship like that.
So you was with at ninth grade, you was
in
willing
ninth
to
grade.
accept that. Now all right,
but right now,
no, the dope boy. Right?
Now ain't
the
no
dope boy. No.
Yeah,
that's funny. You mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you wanted.
In ninth grade.
Why? Why?
I told you the social construct.
No, not the don't blame the
it
social.
Was. It was.
You.
No, it wasn't.
It was your action.
It wasn't.
Because you allowed the social construct to
it was the social. It was the social construct that. Guess what? This was it.
Talking to a 20-year-old.
Well, at the time, I didn't feel that. I felt that at the time because I felt like I was mature. I felt like because I hung out with girls that were older than me and stuff like that too. Like I felt like, hey, I was ready to experience.
So they the ones that told you get the dope boys.
No, but they didn't say get the dope boys. So once again,
now would you have gone for that if it was a guy your age that did that, but he wasn't a dope boy? He was a good guy.
If I would have gone, I would have gone for him.
You would.
I would have. I mean, shit. Right now, I'm looking for all the good men. All the good men.
Mm-hmm.
All the hard working men that's ready to
a dope boy.
Put it on.
You want something?
I don't want no dope boy. Oh, they can't do anything for me. I realized that in ninth grade. See, that's why I'm glad.
In ninth grade, huh?
I'm glad I realized that in ninth grade,
so
early on.
You didn't date a dope boy after that?
No. Oh no.
AJ, so what are you saying? No. Are you saying that women
don't know what they want?
They do.
No, well, you saying that men act like dogs because of women.
Yes.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yes,
That's
once again.
No, you have to figure out what you want first and foremost.
No.
It takes it takes two to tango. Okay? Now, you have to know what you want. You know, at the end of the day, when you get out here, you don't want anybody with a woman who's not clean. You know that, right?
Yeah, but that's plain and simple. Y'all say what you want, but then you don't do it. Your actions speak otherwise.
Well, you have to find out. You have to measure up with. You have to find what. First and foremost, you have to be sure of what you want, and you can't expect that. Okay, you want such and such, and you're not going to deliver it too. That's the part. You got to be willing.
Something. What do you mean?
I mean,
what you're saying is different.
And AJ, you don't know. Are you saying that social media? You saying that lack of fatherhood? You saying that the TV doesn't affect a man to act like a hoe?
No.
Or be isn't that movies?
Going out to a club.
Okay, can a movie?
Shit, just going in the grocery store.
Why do boys get dressed nice? And who are they trying to impress?
Themselves.
Actually, a lot of dudes
they do it for themselves. Yeah. I mean, I know shit. I know, right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They don't do it. I mean, they don't. Not too many do it for the women.
Most dudes dress or behave a certain way to impress a certain type of woman.
They want to make sure. Guess what? At the end of the day, they want to make sure that they can catch a woman's eye, but they're not dressing for the woman.
They are dressing.
I haven't met a man. I mean, guess what? When I was in a relationship, I would go out and like purchase my significant other a little something, like a little shirt or something like that, and that'd be the only time, but other than that, he's dressing because, hey, this is his style. That's what he likes. And, hey, all the guys like to talk about their kicks and things like that. So, yeah, but I mean, to each his own. You can't expect coming to the relationship, expect a Chanel bag, and you're not going to buy yourself the Chanel bag. You can't come into the relationship expecting pussy on the first night, and you're not going to eat the pussy.
And you can't.
But that's not.
What I'm
trying to make.
Well, I'm just putting it out.
And that's fine. But however, it's never that simple with a lot of women. As I said, they'll say they want this type of person, and then go to the exact opposite, which confuses the guy that is trying to get your attention. Like, well, damn,
but maybe it's a rush. I'll say, for example, for example, recently I went out. The guy invited me out. Okay. I gave him I held up a little bit because at first, this is my thing. If I don't have money to buy me a drink, I'm not going out.
Right.
Because again, I don't expect for you to buy me a drink.
Of course.
No, I don't expect for that. Now, I waited and waited, but he was waiting to get his friend that, operates the club or whatever to get the drinks and stuff like that. But my thing is this, like, you invited me out, you asked me if I wanted a drink. Why am I still waiting right here? Why don't I have my drink in my hand? But now you're expecting for us to still hang out.
So, but wait, does it take a drink for you to get to go out with this person?
It didn't, because it didn't take the drink to get me there. You didn't.
So then why did you still have to expect the drink just because he said?
No, you see, this is the part right here. Okay, I could have bought my own drink. All right, okay. I walk into the club. I'm in the club. I'm waiting for you. Okay. Now you're still out talking to your friends or whatever. When you come up, you're like, hey, you want me to get a drink? Sure. All right. I'm waiting and waiting. Yeah. I'm thinking, hey, drink is coming.
So what you order?
I ordered an amaretto sour.
So what happened? Did you ever get the drink?
Well, I got the drink probably about 30 minutes later. But the drink was on the house. It wasn't like, hey, he pulled out any money
okay, well,
but I could have you know, I didn't have to wait 30 minutes because I had
But
money
you got
to.
the drink though. So what's
To
the problem?
I didn't want to wait 30 minutes.
Why?
For him to get the drink on the house.
What's wrong with that?
When I could have just purchased a drink coming straight when I walked straight up to the event, to the space.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying?
So you'd rather basically spend money that you don't have to spend because the attention wasn't there fast enough?
No, it's not. It's not that. It's not
sure?
that. It's not that. It's not that. First and foremost, you don't invite a woman out and have a woman waiting on you. Okay, that's first and foremost. Why? That's so rude and disrespectful.
What do you mean waiting? What do you mean waiting for a drink?
Waiting.
What were y'all doing during the time? Were you sitting there waiting, ignoring this man until the drink came?
No, I met the man at a venue, and he was out talking to his friend. So I wasn't going to just stand outside and wait for him to talk to the friend. So I go inside, you know, but in the meantime, I didn't go to the bar just yet because, you know, sometimes, hey, if I go to the bar and go get the drink, order the drink, I'm going to start up a conversation with someone else. And, you know, that wouldn't have been, my player cards wouldn't have been too good that night. You know, I didn't want to mess up nothing, you know. But from there, like, that's no second date. You don't get a second chance having me wait at the bar for a drink when I could have purchased my. No, I'm sorry. You just gotta have. You just have to have it together. I am not about to babysit you. I'm not about to instruct you.
Did you talk to him during that time about the drink while you were waiting on your drink?
He wasn't there. I mean, he took a while to get there, and then when he came to get the drink, no, I wasn't really having too much. I mean, a little bit of conversation, but not much. And then, you know, it's like, don't take up all my time, and you're not going to compensate.
I bet you if he got that drink for you in like 5 seconds, you'd have been straight.
No, and it was only, and then when he got the drink, he's like, oh, just one drink? Yeah. Shit, why not? You didn't even pay for this one. So, yeah, of course.
So, it was...
There's a lot of men also that actually that they put on the front.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly.
Pay for everything up front. Pay for a bocce, right? Pay for their sister for a bocce, too. We can't keep the shit up.
Yeah.
See.
But you live and you learn.
Yeah, you do.
You live and you learn.
You do.
So you can't get mad that women are...
No, you can't. You can't. It's
so
not.
You want to change that? You want to change that phrase?
No.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Yeah, you have to.
Goddamn.
That's not. That's individual.
If you say so.
Okay, you got that? Men are not hoes. We are gentlemen. Okay. We got. We're gonna go to Hope He's Alright, but first, can y'all give me your Instagram where they can reach you?
Let's start with the guest.
Yes, you can definitely reach me on When the Press Link Up on Instagram. Oh, also check out my music video, Don't Need to Jail. It's on Vimeo. Yeah, it's hot. It's really hot.
AJ?
A_Turner_813. You know me.
You know me. Alright.
Tell the things about yours, man. Dang.
BMO, but this is Hope He's Alright. So,
why does it look like a scene from Juice?
This one we're in Taiwan or something.
Oh.
But apparently the lines, the electric lines hit the floor, so people are passing. They're getting electrocuted.
Damn.
And then the dude try to help.
Yep.
And they got him too.
Oh.
Try to help somebody, you end up getting.
This is so shocking. This is so shocking.
Right.
It's lit.
Maybe you got one. Come on.
Oh,
one.
wow.
Give him one. You can sip the shaka.
No, he gone. He gone. He gone. My man.
I was about to say some Project X.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
I'm your boy B Moore, aka Princess of the Moon. Make sure you guys like, make sure you follow us on Instagram and all that good shit. We are out.